Mountaineer. This is going to be on Online Arena. Trying to beat my high score here, so I'm ranked, where is this, 57 in the world for Forest Hunter. A Fire Mine, 75. 90 on here. I'm trying to get a better score. I haven't got a perfect run yet. I got really close, but perfect run means you got to get all the humans and everything without losing your combo, without dying. It's hard. I've made the whole thing without dying, without losing my humans, but I messed up, and I see right there I didn't get that thing. I don't know, I haven't figured out a clear way to get that yet. There's a little tower over there that I didn't get. Oh shit, I need that now. So what I like to do is, I like to get all this out of the way. Ooh, I need to go over here and get this guy. There we go. That's how I do this level. Oh my god, okay. That was crap. Try that again. So what I mean by over here is, oh wow, what? That never happens. Even though this game isn't like, it's not scripted, it's, you know, but the AI will act the same way every time. So if you move the exact same path as you did last time, that's how you get that, by the way. If you move in the exact same pattern as you did the time before, everything will pretty much be the same. But it's really hard to move exactly as you did, because the enemies aren't random, they're designed to follow you. So if you move in a specific pattern, then it'll pretty much be the same as it was the last time you played it. I like to wait here for my sword. The sword, in my opinion, is the best weapon in the game, because it reloads the fastest and it does hella damage. I like to wait for that, just to gives me a few extra seconds for this level. Remember, you can always dodge to dash to basically acts like it makes you invincible. So if you're about to get hit, if you just always have your finger on that dash button, just L1, because if you do that, you're sure to see. I killed all those guys with my sword. That's how fast it reloads. Oh, I fucked that up. I waited too long before I got that. And that's pretty much what you do. it's a pain in the ass, because yeah, every time you fuck up, you got to start over again. Otherwise, you know, I've already got the highest score I could without, you know, with like minimal mess ups. In fact, the score I just got before I started recording this was the highest score I've ever gotten on this stage, which was the 30 million. Right before that, I think I was at 29. And so to get that, I didn't mess up at all. Oh, see, I already forgot that tower in the beginning. I usually don't get it, that's why. Okay, there we go. I thought I was going to have to start that over again. Anyway, so I made no mistakes, except I forgot a couple towers. And what was the other mistake I made? Oh yeah, I missed one of the bonus stages, and you can't do that. Like, missing a bonus stage is a big amount of points, and that right there is a bonus stage, by the way, up there. But I just shot or smacked with my sword. Oh wow, I didn't see that coming. Yeah, like sometimes I'll sit here and play for a while, you know, like I just put this on when I'm not feeling good and stuff like that, or just when a little bit bored, I'm just in the mood for, you know, twin stick shooters. This is one of my favorite twin stick shooters of all time. Just a great game to pass by time when you're just, you know, I can't play for that long anymore at a time because I get bored, but I should have grabbed that. Oh yeah, another thing you want to do, at the end of each level, you have to hit that L1 right as the circle's coming into you. I'll see if I can remember to tell you what it looks like. I'm going to try to get this now. If you don't get it then, it's really hard to get. I'm going to try that again. You got to get like just play each level and get like a pattern to how you're going to do it. That guy kind of throws shit for a loop. Like right away, go there and get that, and then come back over here, you know, like that. And if you do something like that and just have that pattern, you can repeat that pattern pretty much every time. But see, at the end there was that little circle that started going around my body. Right before it hits the body, if you hit L1, the dash button, right before that closes in on you, you get a bonus 1,000 points. Something a lot of players, I don't think I don't think know about the game. But yeah, it's I didn't know it for a while, so it's important to do. Bam, right there. See that? Now I get that end level. It's 1,000 points, and that all that adds up. And you want to get obviously each bonus secret. Those are the bonus levels are like one of the most important things to do to get high scores. Now, if for some reason you can't beat it like perfectly without dropping your human combo, that's the hardest thing to do. When you first start playing, don't try to do that. Don't try to get all the humans. Just worry about not dying. Get really good at beating the stage without dying. And then after you get really good at beating the stage without dying, then focus on getting the bonus levels as well. So focus on beating the whole stage and getting all the bonus levels without dying. Just that. Don't worry about humans. Just get really good at that first. Once you get really good at that, then start adding in trying to get all the humans. It really changes the entire game. Like, oh, I didn't even see. I was talking. Didn't see where that was. Got stuck on the corner. I hate when that happens in zombies on Call of Duty. Get stuck against a wall or in a corner. So irritating. Some of the newer zombies kind of gave some, like the one where you had the suits, you can like bust out of it sometimes, which is cool, but yeah, it just sucks that there's not a way to push back or something. Anyway, so yeah, once you have to get all the humans, like right now, it really changes the way you play, like the whole entire level. I messed that up with talking too much. Oh, I think I have no sound on the game right now. I forgot I have it turned down in game. Hopefully there's a little bit of sound. Can't remember if I turned it all the way down or not. Maybe I should go in and fix that. Wait, am I even broadcasting? Yeah, it says I'm on air. I wonder why it's not showing me if there's any chat or not. Oh well, usually it shows me. So let's go ahead, let's go to options, audio. Yeah, that should work. I have the TV really low too, so I can't hear the sound at all, but you guys should be able to hear sound. But yeah, so what was I saying? I'll just go back to talking about the humans. The way you beat a level without focusing on humans is just totally different. Like, in order to get all the humans, there's a whole, like, it really feels like a whole new game. So like after I beat the game, and then I started going for high scores, and I got good at beating the levels without dying, but not focusing on humans. And then this stuff too, like all those chains, those are really important. It gives you at the end of 1,000 points. You really want to get all those chains. Anyway, and then I was like, cool, I can beat these stages without dying, and I got a decent high score for doing that. I didn't realize how important the human combos were, because I didn't really know anything about the game yet. And then I saw the human combos. I'm like, I'm gonna try to do that. And it took me a while. Like, I was already a good player. You know, like I said, I can beat all the stages without dying, even the harder stages. Like there's ones that are harder, they're fast modes and stuff. And I got to the point where I could even beat those without dying. I was like, okay, I'm a pretty good player now. But I realized I was still pretty low on the leaderboard. Like, I wasn't low, but I'm like, okay, I'm not even in the top 100. How do I get there? That was my goal. I wanted to get to top 100. And I realized I had to get all the human. You have to not drop a human combo in order to do that. So you have to not only not die, but you have to not drop the human combo. And I was like, oh, I lost that human. And losing one human like that is not a big deal, especially in the beginning, but it's still important not to lose your human combos. And I messed all this up because I'm talking, I think. Yeah, I lost my human combo. So the way you don't lose your human combo is you want to time your humans. You want to, and then, okay, so that's one stage of getting good at humans. So one is just the best way to not lose your human combo is to try to wait until the humans are glowing before you grab the next human, like that. Once he's not glowing, but once he starts blinking that, I forgot the tower over here again. Once he starts blinking that yellow around his, you know, that little circle, that blue circle around him starts blinking yellow, that means you're about to lose your combo. So you want to go ahead and grab him before that runs out. But you want to wait until he's blinking before you grab the human, like that. If you do that, then for every single human, you're pretty much guaranteed to keep your human combo going. Once you're able to do that and get good at doing that, then there's another level to, and then you gotta get all the bonuses, right? So once you get good at getting all the humans, then you gotta get good at getting all the bonuses. That is the chain links, and you could do the chain links like this right here. You can get good at doing that before you get good at doing the humans, but at some time you want to also get good at that, so just keep that in mind. And then you want to get all the bonus levels, obviously. That you want to get good at that before you even attempt to do humans. And then you also want to make sure you get all the towers. That's one of the last things you can get good at. I recommend to practice, though, coming up with a plan for the towers as you're getting good at the humans, because that's when you have to come up with a whole pattern. Don't get good at the towers before getting good at the humans. The reason why I say that is you want to do it at the same time. Otherwise, you might build up a bad habit, a bad pattern habit. So you want to make sure your pattern for getting the humans includes getting the towers, because that's going to change the way you play that level a lot. I don't know what I'm doing there. I'm doing so bad. I never do this bad. I always can at least beat it without dying. I'm not sure what's going on here. Must be because I'm talking. And I'm not just mindlessly talking. I'm trying to like think exactly what I want to say next. And so that's taking some of my processing power out of my brain. that time I got the tower anyway. The reason why, because yeah, there's a certain pattern you get used to doing to get all the humans. That's why it changes the entire gameplay, because the way you played in order to just not die was totally different than the way you have to play to get all the humans. You really have to come up with patterns for each level, and that will start to slowly happen. You can just watch people play and what their pattern is. Like that's what's really cool about this game is there's a leaderboard where you can actually watch all the top players, and you know that's the whole entire. You can watch them play an entire level and exactly how they do it, and so you can watch the #1 player in the world. He's on there, and it shows him, you know, every level he's played, which is dope. So it basically allows you to see how the best player does it. I don't do his patterns. I came up with my own patterns actually, but I still watched them because I wanted to see. It also helped me figure out, like, you know, what gives you big points and stuff. I'm like, wait, why is he getting all those humans for? Does that give you more points? So I tried it on one level and got my score before and afterwards. It took me a lot of like trial and error to figure out what exactly gives you points and doesn't. I didn't go read it anywhere. I'm not even sure if there is. I'm sure there's a document somewhere for it. Like someone has written something on it, I imagine. I didn't see anything for it. I didn't try to find it actually. I just did it myself. It was part of the fun of the game for me, kind of. But yeah, so yeah, once you get good at the, like I said, I lost that human again. I like to go over here and get this one as soon as I can. And then I like to get, I missed it. Yeah, I'm doing horrible here. It's alright. As long as I don't drop my human combo, I'll still get a good score. I might even beat my score right now. Because on this stage, I just started getting good. I hated this stage, so I always avoided it. And then I'm like, okay, I'm getting bored of all the other stages, and I'm already really good at those stages anyway. I don't think I can get a better score than I've gotten on them. Like, once I can get like perfect, you know, like by perfect I mean at least get all the humans, the human combo without dropping, which means you can't die. And you gotta get all the humans without dying. And once I was able to do that for all the other stages, I'm like, okay, I gotta do. Oh man, that also gives you a little bit more time when you hit that bonus at the end. Okay, cool. I grabbed them in time. You gotta know where the humans are, but that comes through memorization. You'll just remember where all the humans are if you play the stage over and over again. Anyway, so after you get good at doing the humans, then there's another level, whole other level to get a higher score. So you'll think, oh, okay, cool. I'm decent. I'm getting decent on the leaderboard. Like once you can beat any stage with getting all the bonuses without dying, and obviously not dropping your human combo, which means you can't die. You have to get all the humans and not die. Once you can do that first stage, you're gonna be decent on the leaderboard, but you're not gonna be as high as I am on the leaderboard. The reason why is in order to get. Did I just lose a human? That's why I like the sound on this game, because it helps you know, like you'll hear it say something, you know. But anyway, what? There's another level, like a whole other level after that to get good and get even higher points to beat your own scores. And that is once you get good at getting the humans, then you got to figure out what's the best way and the best time for me to get the human. That's where you got to come up with a really good pattern. So then it's no longer just grabbing the humans after they start blinking. It's trying to figure out each level, and because now you want to try to figure out how can I get each human as fast as possible. Because look, if I get this human right away, everything right now, I'm getting more points for it. If I grab this human right now, I'm getting more points because I grabbed him right away. If you wait, and also you got to think about the pattern of when you get bonuses and stuff. For example, there's what, 4 humans in the stage? Now, if I grab them all too fast, I'll lose my human combo like that. I just lost my human combo. And I'm gonna just keep playing for a second if I can explain this. So, one of the things so if I grab all the humans right now, I'm gonna get more points for everything I kill. So if I keep my bonus things toward the end of, I messed that up. If I keep the bonuses toward the end, right? So, I'm trying to think how to explain this. If I wait the maximum amount of time before grabbing each human, then my points won't be as big. Now look at, now I have all the humans, now I'm going to grab that. So basically, if there's any bonuses in the stage, you want to save them, if you can, for after you have all the humans, or at least have as many humans as possible. I'm going to go ahead and just play through the rest of this, even though I'm not going to get a good score because I dropped my human combo. But I'm going to at least go ahead and get the... Now I got all the humans, now I can get that bonus right there. Like that. So after, yeah, so there's like levels of getting better and better. And that's the last thing I noticed. That was the way I was able to get my points much higher. And also trying to beat everything as fast as possible. So, because there's a time bonus. Although the time bonus doesn't give you too many more points, but it does give you more points. What gives you more points than the time bonus is what I just said, is trying to figure out what's the order in which you can get everything. Again, as a general rule, leave all the bonuses that you can. Okay. Let's start over. Leave all the bonuses you can after you've grabbed all the humans. You know, like, try to get good at doing that. Because points. Because remember, each human gives you a human combo, so which increases the amount of points you get for each kill, for everything. I think it's for everything. All I know is it gives me bigger points when I play that way. So, yeah, basically, try to figure out a pattern. Like my best time, like I have to get this now because if I don't, I'll end up forgetting, and then I haven't really figured out a way to get that at the end. But getting that at the end would be better than getting it now. I think I can't remember if those are affected, if it's just 1,000 points regardless of whatever you have, or if it gives you more. I never actually. I think I did try to test it. I think no matter what, it gives you 1,000 points. I can't remember. But obviously the enemies, they give you different amount of points depending on your combo. So you want to try to get a pattern going to where, like that, see all the enemies I saved after I had all 4 humans? So for each human, you want to try to kill the least amount of enemies as possible before you get the next human. I don't know why I just did that. That's not that pattern I usually do. See, I lost him because I fucked up. The pattern I usually do is I go around and... Come on. There we go. You guys saw the pattern I usually do. I usually go like that, then I kill this guy. I like to get that human, kill that guy, come down here, kill this guy, come back up here, kill this guy, like that. That's the pattern I like to do. I think I just lost my sword again. Damn it. Come on. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. It's really hard to talk and play this game. This game demands a lot more than I thought it did of my brain. Like most games, I can still do really good and talk. Forgot the tower. Not really worried about the tower right now. I just want to get good at beating this stage without losing my human combo. And without messing up, like without losing any major things like, you know, a bonus level or something. And getting all those in things right there. And bam, there we go, cool. I like to come right over here if I can, kill that guy at least. Ah, I lost it. I like to kill that train if I can before. I just gotta stay by that human and then right when he starts blinking, grab him and then kill that train. That's the pattern I like to follow for that stage. Cool, I managed to get it and I think I got it right, yeah. Cool, cool. Oh, damn it. I hate when it does that. When it gives me the sword right away and I don't see it. I should wait a second just in case it gives me the sword like right away. Actually, I could have kept going, would have been fine. I would have had enough time for it to come back one more time. Oh well. Didn't get the tower again. It's just not something it's not a pattern I usually do. And that's an example where I should have been trying to get that tower from the right when I started, you know, doing my human combo, getting good at not dropping my human combo. That's when I should have got good at grabbing the towers too, like coming up with a pattern. Because now my brain has gotten so used to a certain pattern, which is not grabbing that tower. So I gotta try to retrain my brain to naturally go grab this tower right here. Come on, because if I don't do that, then I won't. I'll keep forgetting to get it. Also, you want to make sure to learn the bonus levels like right away, like where they are. So when you're trying to learn how to play the game without dying, I highly recommend learning the bonus levels where they are and how to beat them too, as part of your not dying. Otherwise, you'll get used to doing a pattern of not getting those bonus levels, and then you'll end up forgetting them. Like in this one, I kept forgetting the last one. And so now I've been doing it enough times where it's kind of become habit to get that the last bonus stage, which is literally on the level right before the boss. I just messed that up. I didn't do the pattern right. Alright, I think I'm gonna try without talking. But also, like, when those guys are trying to kill your humans, if you just keep shooting them here and there, it'll actually keep your human alive longer. It like pauses the amount of time it takes for him to kill the human. So that's something I learned. It took me a long time to figure that out, actually. But yeah, basically as they're eating the human, whatever they're doing, if you shoot them while they're doing that, it'll make your human stay alive much longer. So it gives you time to get to him and save the human. Really gotta learn when and how to use your dashes too for maximum points. Like right there, I just use it right there. Right there again. Wait until that human was glowing, because otherwise I always lose my combo here if I don't do that. I almost always dash that human because he's usually just about to run out. This one too, you gotta dash right. Ah. You gotta dash to that human like right away. See how fast the sword reloads? I was able to. I wouldn't have been able to kill all that if I didn't have the sword. So it really comes in when you're about to like be in a bind. Like bam, I can just dash and kill. Oh man, I'm gonna lose this. Just barely saved that. If I didn't have the sword, I wouldn't have done it. When I made it time. My favorite weapons to get, like I love it when I get the, obviously the max bullet, you know, bullet spread and bullet length. So that way you have the most powerful shooting weapon. Your standard shooting weapon is as powerful as it can be. Oh shit. Oh, phew, that was close. Almost lost that. Leave the coins and stuff like that for the end of the, they'll come to you at the end. So you can just leave like free lives and stuff like that. As long as it's, you know that it's not going to be sitting there too long. You can actually pick it up after. It'll automatically pick it up at the end of it. Oh my god. Wasn't paying attention. Just lost my human combo. My goal is to beat my. I could just do the 10-minute thing, you know, at broadcasting. If you go to broadcast, after you like this stages only take like 7 minutes to beat. So you get like I have my thing set to record 10 minutes at all times, and so after I beat the stage, I can go to the video clip, and it lets me save the last 10 minutes and put it on YouTube. And I can also edit it to make sure that it's just the last, just the last time I tried the stage. That's really cool for this game. That's usually what I do. It also records voice too, so if you happen to be talking while you're playing, it'll record all that as long as you have your mic on. And that's a good way to get, high quality video because it's not live, because it's not streaming. Although streamings get pretty good now though, quality wise. But anyway, that's a good way to do it. That's how I usually do it. But I wanted to see if I couldn't capture it live. Cool, got it. Missed that though. That's why they're called disruptors, because they disrupt your whole entire pattern that you had going, these guys. But you want to get all of them because there's like 4 or 5 per stage. Or per, level, whatever you want to call it. And you want to get them all. They're a good bonus. And yeah, that's you want to ignore those guys at first though. Wait till you get really good at at figuring out your human pattern before you start trying to get all the disruptors, because they really do disrupt your pattern. And so you have to like be able to figure out how to incorporate that and still get your pattern, or have an alternative backup. To how to go about the rest of the level after you have to get the disruptor, or see if you can't fit it in to killing it on the way to killing without losing your pattern. I like this gun right here, the triple spread. But I like it when it's also powered up more, because it can get to where it shoots farther and faster. I wish you can choose what drops you get, but it's random. Like, I don't know, put some priority thing, in your settings, like have like game settings where you can put your priorities, like what you want dropped first and second, you know, like priorities or something. That'd be kind of cool. Like if I already have this, then it would go to my second priority. And if I already have that, you know, but if you die, you lose it all. And then it would start over. Then your priority list would just start over, something like that. That'd be cool. Ah, I lost a human. And that one too? You gotta be kidding me. Ah, I can't believe I lost both the humans. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, lost my human combo too. It really sucks, like, when you do good at everything else and then like a level that usually you never mess up on, you end up messing up on. It's like, what the hell just happened there? Come on, get this tower. Oh, what? Didn't time that right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you have to come up with a pattern, because if you don't, then you lose your human combo because you didn't time it right. Trying to keep these guys alive by shooting. See how I went back and forth by shooting each one? Because I was trying to keep my humans alive. And for whatever reason, shooting them slows them down. Slows down their progress of killing your human. I don't know why I dashed there, that was weird. It was a random dash. Alright. Almost lost that. The train. Cool. Whoever watches this video that doesn't need to learn anything about the game, I can't imagine anyone watching this though if they're already really good at the game already. So I guess I'm sure it's a frustrating video to watch. Just see someone die over and over and over again, and have to restart and restart. And believe me, it can be pretty frustrating playing. Knowing they have to keep starting over and over and over. But it's how you get good. Oh my god, I dropped my human combo. Don't know what happened. Oh, also, I recommend, so when you're getting good at playing before you start figuring out how to grab all the humans, just get good at not dying, you want to make sure that you go through the entire level, don't keep restarting. So that when you first start playing, don't keep restarting. Try to just play all it, just die and die, whatever. Just get good at beating the level first. Doesn't matter if you die or not, just get good at beating the level and get really good at the boss. That's why you want to play all the way to the end every time. So if you die 3 times, it's fine. Obviously you want to try to die less and less and less, and eventually you want to not die at all. But you want to get good at that first. Because otherwise you'll get really good at the beginning stages, and then you'll suck at the end, and you won't be good at the boss. And so you want to play an equal amount of times at first. And then, once you're really good at not dying, then you can do what I'm doing, just keep restarting. Because I know that I already know that I can do it, so that is, I don't have a problem. Once you get good at beating all the stages and beating the boss without dying, the boss becomes easy. Then you can just keep restarting, because you already know that you can beat the boss, no problem. It doesn't give you any issues, you never like die on accident or something. Like you want to become so pro at the boss that it's like just kind of boring and fun to play. You know, that's kind of weird. That's boring and fun. It's boring in the sense that like it's just so predictable, and but it's still fun because like you can like mess around and like you can have fun playing the boss. Okay, that's what I meant. It's not like boring necessarily, but it's really easy. It's the point where it's pretty easy. You just got, you're like, okay, I can just do this with my eyes closed type of thing. It becomes, you know, a non-thinking thing, just pretty simple. And that way you can have fun with the boss and take chances and, you know, to try to beat him faster. I don't know what I'm doing here. About to turn off the stream. I like when the disruptor shows up on this stage, like right there where he just was, because it makes it pretty easy to grab him. I don't know what I did there. Messed up the disruptor still fucked me up. If anything, it at least throws off your game, like your brain. I timed that perfect. I knew that bullet when it hit me. I knew that he would die before the bullet reached me. And if they die, their bullets die too. So even though if he didn't die right when I predicted that he would have, that bullet would have hit me in the face. But I timed it just right. Probably shouldn't have done that, but it's the beginning of the level, so I'm not too worried about it. Decided to do the pattern a little differently this time. I've done this pattern before and I like it. In fact, I think I like this pattern better. For people that aren't good at seeing patterns, like, what is he talking about? What pattern is he talking about? The order in which I pick up the humans. Like that's the pattern. I'm trying to save that guy so I can come over here and shoot this. That pattern works pretty good. That's it. So what I just did now, that's a good way, that's an easy way to get, easy pattern to make sure you get the tower in that first level, or first stage. First stage of this level. So, go like that. Oh, I fucked it up, oh well. Yeah, let's try it again. The second human should be the one the guy is trying to kill. So wait for this one right here. And then the next human that the guy is trying to kill. There we go. Then get this. Then run back over here and get that. There we go. That time I waited for my human to start blinking. That's what I think I messed up last time. Come on. There we go. Smack him with a dash, and walla bing. Did my pattern differently again. Uh-oh, I think I lost a human. Yep, I did. Messed up. I'm trying to put this new pattern here into my brain. Save that one. Save that one, come over here. Try to kill the least amount of enemies as you can too as you're doing all that. Because if you save more enemies after you have all 4 humans, you get bigger points. Come on, there we go. Smack him, smack him. Bitch slap him with your sword. Come right up here and just grab that right away. Then come back around this way. Grab this guy. I'm gonna try to shoot all this. Then grab this guy. Come back up here, grab him. I don't know what happened there. That did not work out good for me. I saw it with Smart Bomb. After Smart Bomb is sword, that's why I had to like rush there and rush back, otherwise I knew I was gonna miss my sword. Come to all those guys and just smack them with a sword. He was about to disappear, so that's why I had to grab him. I grabbed that guy too fast. The next guy. I'm gonna have to be slick about this. I'm waiting for that guy as long as possible. Oh, come on, come back up. There we go. I gotta dash to this human right away now. So whenever I want to get that guy, I run for like 3 steps, then I dash. And that usually makes me where I dash right on top of him. That's like the best way I found to make sure to get that guy in time. He's actually one of the hardest ones in this whole level to get without missing. I call that linking stages. So that's another thing I want to get good at is, you know, how you're gonna link the one stage to the other stage. And I found that the best way to link stages is to let your humans, like I said, glow. Wait until you get each next human. Oh, I messed that up. Oh well. That's not too big of a deal. Missing the train isn't that big of a deal. I can still beat my score. Like, I know what I can get away with and not get away with. Like, if I lose my human combo, I will not beat my score. I lost 1 human now, but I didn't lose my human combo, but I did miss a human. And I missed one of the trains. So I know I can do that and still beat my score though, as long as I don't drop my human combo. And as long as I don't miss any bonus stages. I should have grabbed that human, but I wasn't sure how much time I had left. I wasn't keeping track of whether or not the other enemies spawned already. So I didn't want to take my chances, so I played it safe. Oh, damn it. Lost my shield. I like to come up here right away and grab this guy first. And grab this guy. Start shooting these guys back and forth so your humans don't die. Like so, then I can go get those guys. This is the hard... No, not this one. I think it's the next one. Or did I miss a bonus? I'll tell you if I get there. I'm waiting for this guy to turn, and I'm going to run up here right after I grab him. To grab that extra life, because otherwise it'll disappear. I hope I didn't forget a stage for some reason. I feel like I did. I feel like I forgot a bonus stage. Also, you have to know where all those humans are. So that's why I recommend watching top players, like watch top players playthroughs to see where all the bonus humans are, where they're all hiding. That one was hiding in that thing, one of those things, for example. Little blue things you shoot, and it reveals them inside. Also, you need to learn where all the bonus, like, all the bonus things are. So bonus humans, towers, the bonus lives, like 1-ups, but after you have a certain amount of 1-ups, they become bonus points. So 10 times or something like that, or a multiplier. That's right, yeah, they become a multiplier. So you want to make sure to learn where all the free lives are. This is a bonus level right here. Let's see if I can't get all this first. Oh, I thought there was another human left. Oh, that's alright. I got extra time, so I can just go like that. I don't want that to disappear. Sometimes I think it does if I wait too long. It probably would have survived long enough for me to do that, though. I like to kill that gun because it bugs me. It makes it easier to do all this. If you dash or just smash those with your sword, it makes it easier to. There's a human in there. Aw, waited too long to get him. Anyway, if you bash those spinning towers with your sword, they won't split into 3 smaller enemies, or 2 or 3 smaller enemies, whatever. Makes it easier. They die faster, and you don't have to deal with the smaller ones that they break into. Damn it, missed the tower. Oh well. Not where we were at the tower. I'm just trying to get a perfect run without losing my human combo and without missing any major things, like, you know, bonuses, like big bonuses, like the, I guess the tower's a pretty decent bonus, but oh well. Not too worried about those right now. I'll figure out how to get those later, because there's a couple other towers I don't know how to get either, without messing up and dying. Without, you know, I have to figure out a new pattern to incorporate the towers, basically, for other levels, or stages. What the hell am I doing that for? Did I do it again? Ah, I did it again. I thought I left a human over there, but I'm not. Okay. This is probably so frustrating to watch. Why am I even recording this? And the thing is, if someone tries to fast forward through this video trying to see when I finally beat it, you know, if I finally ever do it, then they're missing out on all that cool commentary where I show how, you know, talk about how to get high scores and stuff. A lot of little tips and tricks. Obviously, it'd been better if I just pre-recorded some video and then, oh shit, made a tips video for the game. I think I already got one of those for this game anyway. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do a live video because I'm trying to beat my score. So, whatever. Record it live. Have a live recording of a documented attempt of me trying to beat my high score, and hopefully I do. The only reason why I decided to record now is because because I just beat my score right before recording, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I dropped my human combo, and I'm like, I'm pretty positive I can go without dropping my human combo because I have done it before. But every time I've beaten this level without dropping my human combo, I forgot something major, like a bonus. You know, I forgot to grab one of my bonus things, like this thing, for example. That's not the one I was forgetting. I kept forgetting the one at the end. And I was like, shit. And so, this last time I didn't forget any bonuses. Or I forgot one of the mid bonuses, actually, I think what it was. But, anyway, I managed to beat my score still. And so I'm like, cool. I'm pretty sure I can do it right now. I'm pretty sure I can do it this time. I can get through this without losing any bonuses. And without losing my human combo. Pretty positive. I don't know why it's taking me so long though. And this is the kind of dedication it takes to being really good at games. And if you wanna get, you know, within the top 100 on any leaderboard, this is the kind of dedication it takes. For any game, pretty much. Unless you just have to be a natural, awesome badass, but I doubt it. You know, like, even if you're an awesome badass at games, like I think I am, I mean, I'm good at every game I play. Oh, I fucked that up. You gotta put the practice in, you know, to get better and better. There was a couple games that I'm number 1 on in the world. I haven't really tried for number 1 spot in a while. So, on Xbox 360, I got number 1 in the world on a game called Commando. Forget the W something, I forget the whole title of it, but basically it was a remake of an old Nintendo game. I think it was an old arcade game as well. Called Commando. And yeah, so I managed to get first place in that game. I don't think I'm first place anymore. I think someone I think I stopped playing it for like a year. Now, it had already been out for a year when I finally found the game, and on the marketplace. And I was like, cool, this game's awesome. I remember the old version of the game. This was a full remake, so it wasn't anything like the first game. I mean, same kind of mechanics, kinda. But anyway, so it had already been out for a while, so everyone that was playing, there wasn't really anyone getting new scores anymore. The high scores were just... Because I played the game for a while before I finally got first place. I had to put a lot of practice in. And anyway, so I noticed that the top players on the leaderboard were still the top players on the leaderboard. Like, that wasn't changing, so I realized, okay, people aren't really playing this, all the top players aren't really playing this game anymore. Then I got number 1, and then I hadn't played for like a year. And I went back to show someone that I was number 1 on the leaderboard, and I got knocked off. I was like number 3 now. So obviously, it's either some new players came in, or the old players were like, because I can't remember what the names were, or some old players were like, no, fuck that, I'm getting my spot back. And after taking a year off from a game, yeah, I was like, I don't want to put the practice in again to try to get back to number 1. Because like, when you don't play a game for a year, that's a long time not to play a game. And yeah, it won't take nearly as long to get good at it again as the first time, but it will still take a lot of practice. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just stay at number 3. And another game was the remake of 1942. A shmup, old school shmup, and they remade the game, and it was really good. And I got to number 1 in that game too. I think I'm still number 5 right now on the ps4 for a game called Blue Estate. It's a really interesting game. It's actually I want to say it's a light gun game, except it's not, because you don't use the gun. You actually use the ps4 controller. But I don't know what I'm doing there. You use the ps4 controller, but it uses the I guess the motion sensing of the controller, the gyros or whatever it is. And so, like, you have to aim by aiming the controller up and down, left and right. You have to physically move the controller as if the controller were a gun. And surprisingly, it works really well, and it's super fun. Yeah, one of the most, again, it's like, I'm just gonna call it a light rail game, because that's basically what it is. It's one of the most fun light rail games, if not the most fun I've ever played. Like, even better than Time Crisis. Just awesome, really cool story, really fun gameplay. I'd love to play it as an actual light gun game, like a Gun Con 2. That'd be awesome. But anyway, so that game's great. It's Blue Estate. And so I was like number 5 on like stage 1. On all the stages I was like ranked top 10. That was my goal. And I think my highest rank on, I can't remember what stage it was on, maybe it was stage 2. I think it was ranked 5. I might have been ranked 3 on one of the stages actually. But yeah, so it was pretty dope to get that. Like, it took a lot of practice to get that good at the game. You know, I kept getting better and better, and I kept going a little bit higher on the leaderboard, a little bit higher. Then I started figuring out like ways to get higher points and different little tricks to do that I could get a little bit higher points. And yeah, because that's another game where it's like, it's more, you have to do more than just not die, you know, and get everyone. You have to figure out little combos and stuff you can do to get bigger points. I really gotta try to bash. Oh, I lost one. No, I didn't. Cool. You gotta bash all those guys with your sword super fast. Otherwise you will lose that human combo. Okay, cool. Got him just in time. You can actually save that box for toward the end. But I don't know why, my pattern is usually to grab it at the beginning. Also hitting those big things that spin around with your sword. Make sure they don't break up into smaller enemies either. There's actually a couple enemies like that, where if you hit them when they're young, when they're big basically, then they won't break down into smaller enemies. I'm waiting for him to turn yellow. There we go. See? I didn't hit it with my sword, so it broke into smaller enemies. I almost messed up there. I like to make sure these guys are dead before I run up here to grab that extra life. Otherwise, often I'll lose my human because they'll kill it before I can get back in time. I have to kill that center thing right away, or as right away as possible. I know I'm at the end once you see that circle, so let's go ahead and grab the human. This is actually one of the harder levels to make sure to carry your humans over, and I wasn't managing my time very well either. I wasn't managing the human time, that is. I should have been waiting for them to turn yellow. But I still got it. This is one of the hardest ones to get everything. Oh, see? I fucked up. I was paying attention to other shit. That's the bonus right there, by the way. Damn it. Lost my human combo. I'm gonna go ahead and go through the rest of it though. This is one of the hardest ones too. Like, really want to wait and want to try to get over here as fast as possible to trigger all those spawns. So I would have just lost my human combo anyway. For me, that's the hardest level to not lose my human combo on. Or not level, but stage. There's a one-up there. But it gives you a bonus because you already have all your one-ups. So this is the one that's you want to get good at getting right away, because if you make a habit of not grabbing that bonus level, you'll forget it. That's why I recommend to do the bonus levels as you're getting good at beating the game without dying, or beating that level without dying. This bonus stage is really easy. You just want to kill that guy first, kill that guy, grab a human, kill the center gun. Try to just watch the humans, try to save them for last. Wait until they're glowing, basically. And I fucked up, I grabbed two at the same time, but it still carried it over. So this boss is pretty easy. I don't know who would watch the video this far, but maybe somebody would. Detonator. Detonator's your best weapon against this guy. Just takes practice. With any game, any bullet hell game, you just want to get good at the pattern, seeing the pattern, so you can just stay calm and basically move as little as possible. That's one thing I noticed about bullet hell games is the least amount of movement you can do, the better. So you want to get to the point where you're basically not moving at all. And you're moving a little bit, but you're moving the least amount you have to. Almost died there. Good thing I dashed through that second set. And boom, so now we're at only 28 million that time. See, if I wouldn't have lost my human combo, I would have just not beat my score. But I dropped my human combo in the middle, or toward the end. But I wanted to at least go through and beat it just to make sure that I'm not rusty. Make sure my brain knows still how to do those last levels. Oh, I don't know what I did there. What? Oh, another trick with twin stick shooters in general. I learned this way back in the day when I was working my way up on the leaderboard on Geometry Wars, is to feather the right stick. And also to, like, don't be afraid to run right at enemies and just feather your right stick. And by feathering it, it's like that. It's a slight feathering, like you want to kind of move it back and forth just a little bit. So, like shooting, don't just like shoot straight like that when you're running at enemies. Kind of go like this, just a slight feathering. It takes a while to get good at it. At feathering the right stick as you're moving and stuff. After a while though, it just becomes second nature, and you'll do it without even thinking. You'll just naturally do it. Now whenever I'm playing any kind of top-down shooter, any twin stick shooter, I just do that automatically now. And so far it's worked for like every game. There's certain times that obviously you want to leave it straight, you know, when you're trying to shoot one particular thing. But when you're coming after enemies, oh, I fucked that up. I thought I grabbed the sword, but went a little too long. Like him, I'm gonna just shoot straight. But like when there's a bunch of enemies, I'm feathering my bullets right now. And I shoot straight when I'm shooting at those particular enemies right there. Like that guy. So pretty much any big guys, I know it takes many bullets to kill, I focus my bullets straight. But when I'm, you know, trying to kill a bunch of smaller enemies, I will, like this, I'll feather, straight, feather, like that. I should have just smacked that guy with the sword. I don't know why I sat there and shot him for. I'm trying to save this guy. There you go. I'm waiting for him to turn yellow, basically. But if you wait too much, then you miss this string over here. There you go. That worked out. Trust me, I make this game look easy. You will be like, oh my god, I thought this game would be so much easier. And you're gonna be like, oh shit, he's fucking really good at this game. I'm not saying that to brag, I just, you know, I remember like when I first started playing and then I watched the top player in the world play, and I was like, that doesn't look that hard. Like to do what he just did, you know? And then I tried to do it, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is hard. This is going to take a lot of practice to be that good. So pretty much, like, if someone's in the top, you know, 50 on a leaderboard, you can pretty much, even if they're in the top 100, you know that they're good. And you know to get there is not easy. Because if it was easy to be there, then, you know, yeah. Everyone's, well, basically, oh, what am I doing? If it was easy to be there, how you can tell if it's easy to be in the top 100, it's everyone in the top 500 will have almost the exact same score as the people in the top 100. They'll only be like a couple points off. But even then, that's not easy to get in the top 100, but you'll know it's a lot easier. If you see there's a much bigger point spread between top 500 and top 100, then you know it's extremely hard to get in the top 100. Like, you'll have to really get good and find all the little minor details about the game. And not all games are designed to be, you know, point competition games. This one was. But there's some, I've noticed that they're just not designed that way. And the points just seem kind of almost random. Not random, but it's just not systematic. Or the leaderboard isn't based on points, really. It's based on something else, like time played and stuff like that. Like, I don't even bother with getting on leaderboards of games like Call of Duty, for example. They're not made for that. I remember there was a game that was really centered on leaderboards and points. It was a first-person shooter. But it was like, it reminded me of a racing game at the same time as a shooting game. I can't remember the name of it now. I think it was on ps4. It was like, fuck, I think it started with a C. The name of the title of the game, I think, was started with a C. But you basically, there was, you had to run around the level, and you had to run like in almost like you're racing, basically. Like you're running a track. And you'd go around that same track a few times, you know, that same running pattern, kind of like parkour or something, but in an actual track. Oh, that gives me an idea for real life sport. I wonder if they already do that with parkour. Like, set up an actual track you have to run more than once. Like, you have to make several laps, like 3 laps or something. And obviously the person with the highest lap scores wins. That wins the race. So anyway, so you had to run around, and then in order to stay alive, you had to shoot these little time things. And if you shot those, it gave you more time. If you didn't, then you'd run out of time and, you know, you'd lose. But you also had to shoot these combo things to keep your combo going. And it makes sure to keep on hitting humans before your combo ran out. So it gave you like a time frame in between each enemy. And as long as you kept that, you know, you kept your combo going, then your combo got higher and higher and got more points. And then you also, you know, so you had to shoot enemies as you're running around. I don't know why I did that. I got all my humans already on. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. I think I'm burning myself out now. This is about how long I usually play, and then I give up, and I wait till when I feel like playing again. But yeah, that whatever that game was, I can't remember the name of it now. I think it was like the setting was kind of like gangsterish. My battery's low anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this. But yeah, it was like kind of like a gangsterish setting, if I remember correctly. And yeah, so shooting thugs. But that was definitely a score-based shooter. All right. Peace out, everybody. I think I have to hit here.